couple are backing him up. Espoo, it's time to get started into our second quarter-final matchup between Ence and Astralis. Was spotted out, getting information to be gained as Christo now makes his move in. One of the newer guys here for this Astralis side. Glaive, however, picks up a trade back, so a 4-on-4 is gained.
A good pressure being applied out towards ladder, but while that's happening, Dia spots that bomb control, drops it in the open.
Looking for a bit more as well. Glaive backed up with that Glock. Seems to press back here at jungle as Dia's nowhere to fight. Looks back towards the catwalk and almost gets Zipex, but not quite landed the headshot. So even standing once again, the trades are decent enough for Astralis' camp. And the HP advantage also sits with them.
Now, some Pius has to be quite deep here. Even Snappy to move out from the balcony could start being able to apply a little bit more pace down towards a bomb position.
Mister's caught off Martin, and now the A site is pretty opened up. That bomb was dropped on the short control. Snappy will try to take it back. Does see the player, but unable to get the kill. Some Pius now at 15 HP, but now Snappy's in the open. Spots a player out there, but Zipex still gets the casualty. And now Astralis can plant the bomb. A 1-on-3 situation for some Pius, and Astralis will look to get the start.
Decent patience there coming through from Astralis. Ence had a lot going for them with that bomb being dropped and the opening kill to come out from mid, but not...
Indeed, they will take the pistol to start things off on their T side half. That's all encouraging for the Danes. Let's be the winner of that big matchup, so we'll get to see the German organization clash later on over the course of tomorrow. For today, Martin has domed in Blame. That's a hell of a start. There's an AK to play with now.
Now, there's some workability. They'd love to be able to get another pick. Some spam with that AK comes in closer towards Glaive. And now the shift of the stack from B starts moving over towards CT spawn.
Good idea to pass that AK off to the player with the helmet and Kevlar. Scout also setting for some Pius to provide some backup. They've got utility being sent down. The HGs, the smoke's inbound. Zipex just tapping his way. Blinded. Martin gets the headshot. It's a 5-on-3. And Ence bringing this round back slowly. Glaive has something to say about that, though. That's one pick onto Snappy. As some Pius instantly in with a scout. Christo caught off. Dink down, but does get a casualty back. Galil in for Mistar. Dealt with by Martin's Deagle. Continuing to strike. 1-on-2. Christo so low. 11 points of HP. Martin picks him up. And they should have time for this defuse here.
Oh, Ence have done exactly that. Onto the opening rifle round. Dia gonna get aggressive up to top mid.
Spray down, potentially against 2 or 3 players, in fact. That's Astralis falling apart. Deagle back in for Blame, does get 1 to return. There's 2 AKs left in play for Astralis, but a 4-on-2 to deal with.
And what a perfect timing that is from D-Hut to get aggressive, to put pressure up there towards top mid. And even Valde, with the 2-man advantage, is going for an info play to aggress them to Titan.
And siphon them off, surely. Should hear these footsteps in a moment's time. Indeed it is. Zip does not know how dead he really is. Blame F now, 1-on-4 to try and work into this round. As fantastic as he is, I don't think it's going to happen.
Not at all. This is a tough ask for the big man. The best that he can hope for is an opening entry out towards CT spawn, try and get a bomb plant, get some extra money into the bank. Ence, though, just have that jump spotter, and now the ghost has already been given up.
They're trying to back away, but even the backstab coming in from Valde. M4 is posted, ready to receive the man. And Blame F, again, similar story towards Zip, has no idea how much trouble he's really in until it finally faces. And Valde will bring in the even standing for the Ence side. Things start to get challenging for them. Posted up here towards that mid control. Got 1 player swinging in from underpass, that's Martin. So just towards Glaive. Hell of a flick back, he read it coming. He deals with the opening kill.
Even Dia knows that there's an explosion out towards A main. This is very quick indeed, and Valde catches off Christo.
Support has arrived, 5-on-3. Snappy finding Blame F, meanwhile, reducing Astralis to just 2 players. Zipex and Mistar alone, close to each other, but very different positions, and Ence is closing in the pincers against them. There's no way out from here.
Not at all. Dia even spots a slight little shoulder. Astralis are just hoping for a mistake, hoping for an overextension.
Burst through blind sprays. Eventually Zipex gets caught. There's all to Mistar, 1-on-5. Does get 1 exit and a 2nd kill. All right, that's decent. But 2 HP, backstab closing in. Dia will close it out. Symbiote Stones, nades missing out. Some Pius lands that first shot. Looking for the second, did spot out Christo. Where he is, USP gonna get brought to the fold, but the P250 wins that fight instead, so even man standing, and now a big green gun to play with. D is gonna mark him off, but I think Christo's gonna get away alive.
Ooh, decent work coming through from Christo. The AWP stepping up with a recovered big green, and now there's workability in the round. You've got another player in T-spawn, the mid presence, and of course, the man advantage.
How about the smoke phase? Valde is revealed, and he doesn't get the 2nd pick. Glaive able to respond. 3-on-2, but now the backstab in from Snappy is gonna get the most important kill, or is he? Can't get a bomb carrier here. Glaive is forced to hide in the corner, and that HE should take him down.
He's a goner. Nothing he can do there at all. And now Snappy's just going to try and play time. There's still a minute on the clock.
2-on-2 situation, still got that AWP in play for Christo. A spanner in the works. A wild card in this round. He'll try press back in to grab that bomb. The CTs will back away themselves.
Yeah, Christo's hoping that his teammate is going to be able to siphon something off, that Blame F can get into a good position on a backstab. 40 seconds left, he might be able to pincer through towards jungle. Deer on the other side does catch him off.
They're leaving it all to Christo. Zor picks it up off a dead CT player. Ence allowing him this clutch potential, but not much potential at that. 25 seconds, 34 HP, and a 1-on-2.
Very possible he gets the bomb down. You see Snappy's position out here towards short, gives himself some coverage to get over to the default angle. Christo, what's he made of?
Going for a plant down, open for short. Snappy quickly adjusts. Footsteps.
And they've got a lot of cash farmed up in these last couple.
Yeah, Astralis would really do well with gaining a round out of this one, but again, Sunpius wins the AWP battle in mid. M4 sprays a bit awkward for Dia, but it's worse for Mistar. The kill goes the way of the CTs, but Blame F is able to respond. Still a 4-on-3 for Ence here.
And now even Glaive puts a little bit more of that stance in towards the apartments. Player up on the other side, the M4 peeks through. Damage gets done with the dink off, so Glaive's down to 9, but he responds. Snappy to fall.
Still going to be that B-pop though, and Sunpius' AWP is all that tries to hold it down. Smoke and flash combination, well placed and well timed, catching them off, and Glaive is forced forward. Sunpius lands him, looks for the second man, does not quite catch the crack. Should allow the bomb plant here, but it's a 3-on-2 for the retake.
Now they can play this retake heavy. You've got nades, you've got a man advantage, and you've got that backstab out to the apartments. Astralis still yet to get the bomb plant.
Trying to see if they can bait a CT forward, but they're not going to give it up here. The backstab also inbound means that the longer they take, the more this is going to go the way of Ence. Zipex and Blame F with a world of work to do. Sprays through for Martin on the smoke, does catch a tag. Not quite the casualty just yet. The Incendiary, however, should force that player away from the van position. He's been spotted as well. Valde can call that information in, but the second T-side player is still an unknown entity. Both back at bench though. Valde looks in, Zipex gets caught. All their backs are turned. The bomb's not even planted for Blame F right here. He's looking, engaging, and Valde still wins the fight. Martin just jumped facing with the AK involved. There's CTs that are rotating away just in case. Zipex has got to find a kill here.
A very disciplined for Ence to not be over-peaking. Even a slight jiggle there from Martin. It cost him HP, but it's info.
Dia and Sunpius can get those trades back. Dia forcing right forward in towards Christo, who can get a trade, but he's in a 1-on-5, and is 1 out of 5. He needs to clutch this. And position reveal back towards the short position. AWP leans forward, does give up another good life, but not a... Smokes at the ready. Martin just jumped facing, seeing the flashes coming over. Valde backed up at dark. AK in, spray not quite landing. The Molotov does do. Smokes in, and Dia will catch Blame F anyway. Mistar with a decent trade back. Martin holding his nerve. 4-on-4 scenario.
Now Zim's just hoping to try and get this trade back. Try and drop the player out towards CT spawn, but Glaive deals with Snappy on the short play.
Perfect burst for him. The M4 back for Martin, dishing out significant damage, but still not the kill against Christo. Dia will look to try and strike, but Martin is getting picked up. Now Sunpius, his AWP in from short, catches a crack angle out towards connector, and now Christo's going down. 2-on-2.
Even getting the bomb plant's gonna have to be out in the open. Try and plant it open for CT. You've already got Zip that's aggressed further forward.
Plant down. Forcing Dia and Sunpius forward. The M4 AWP combination. Is it worth it to upgrade to an AK for the AWP? Might not need to here. Dia's already looking to strike.
They've got nades. They can put an incendiary out towards default. Try and see if they can force that first individual out.
HG's down as well, but Zipex catches Dia. Mistar burning, dealt with by Sunpius, and now looking for a rifle. M4 back in his hand. Smoke on the bomb. He knows where Zipex must be. The Molotov comes in, but it's smoked off there. Extinguished. Sprayed through. Zipex can't catch it, and Sunpius is at least off the bomb, but the M4 looks to swing, and he gets the kill for it. What a hold that was from 2-on-4, and still take control. M4 tucked in, Dia held away. Crossfire locked on for the CT, so again keeping our eyes on shore just in case, but it's all out to the apartments. Distraction held, and Valde holds his nerve the same, finds 1, 2, not quite the third just yet, but Christo is completely surrounded. Reload allowed, and a clutch that should not go his way, as it has not done for Astralis at all today. Astralis, their set-piece utility in a true set-piece towards the A site, and Sunpius is locked and loaded. Shots ringing out, but not quite connecting. Martin is on the stairs, and Glaive will try to catch him off guard, but looking in towards jungle, has no idea how close the CTs really were. That's an easy pick to find.
And Martin can even try and work at the gap of the smoke. Another kill gets presented. A little bit of aggression down towards CT, already gets cancelled.
That 4-on-3 scenario. Bomb denied by Dia. Are you expecting any less at this stage? Mistar certainly is. Deagle strikes back, looks for a bit more. Top of the ticker booth, sees where the man is and brings it into a 2-on-2. Catches Valde next and should secure the bomb down, but he's still got some pious. His USP leaning in with the AWP pulled out as well. Close quarters against one, and the far range of Blame F will keep control for Astralis. Break the...
Just knowing that now Astralis is starting to take this underpass control, Glaive's going to have to try and really help out this AXE. It all comes down to the entry towards Ram.
Flash is sent, Orps watching. Molotov sent in, Martin's tucked away. M4 in place still, spray back, Zipex catches the headshot. Some Pius leading forward, the perfect responsive against Blame F. It's gonna get forced out with Glaive's flank coming in against two players, strikes against them both and reduces Ence to 2, but Valde is still trading, edge of the smoke stuff to an even man standing.
Even getting that bomb down now, has to be planted open for Connector. Mister might not have that information, and now it's just time stalling.
Flash is going over to buy a bit of breathing room here for Astralis. Bomb has been recovered. Will look to go down. You're right about that Connector plant. Valde and co should realize what's going on as Snappy picks up Glaive. It's all to Mistar again, a 1-on-2. AK in his hands this time. Spray's awkward. Adjustments there for Valde. And now Snappy's on the back foot, swinging into Mistar. Out in the open, the Dane wins the fight. And 10 HP for him, and D is aware of that damage. To lean forward and spot one more of Glaive. Adjustments right on point. And Ence are in a 5-on-3.
Now Glaive just sitting out in the open, trying to make an off-angle work, trying to see if they can find a return frag up to A. Doesn't come out at all. And Dia might even try and fight again.
Trying to suppress them out of this particular stage. Mid-control now being much more established from Astralis. Still down by 2 players, though. Smokes in, flashes at the ready. M4 looking away from it, expecting them to come forward. Christo does catch Martin. That's 1 trade back. Needing a little bit more, though. Dia's hunting for the man. He should pick him up.
Now Blame F trying to see if he can exploit himself in towards window. Dia being forced out in the open, does get dropped by Zips, and now there's workability, and now there's a backstab.
And this round is winnable, and they're completely unawares of this position, or are they? Market position checked by Snappy. Blame F too focused on the window to check the door. And now they make their way into the A site control as Sumpire stands alone, but the AWP in his hands sees the first man. That's information called out.
And look at the reposition. Get out towards triple. Give himself a different angle to drop the bomb.
Round should be over from here. Zipex being flanked now in from the short position. 20 seconds to the clock, and there it is. Sumpire set to close. An 11-4 half for Ence on the CT side.
Valde and Sumpire, they've been a deadly trio. All sitting up there around 16 kills. Trying to see if they can make it a little bit more fast. Out towards the B side, it looks to be.
Maybe even be a rush tactic. Nades in, as Zipex has seen what's going on. That'll do some decent damage towards them. 2 players extremely low, but they're bursting their way forward anyway. They're not stopping. Blame F with the kill. Snappy with a decent responsive. Glaive struggles a little bit and still looks on with his teammates, provoking the firing squad. A 4-on-2 being found by Astralis next. Valde goosed up and taken down, and some Pius will not last long here. Decent flick to Blame F. That's as far as it goes.
Smoke to start to clear. Try and punish up towards the top of Connector. Blame F on the other side will just retreat towards the top of stairs.
Okay, prods on, but Blame F finds the next kill in the round for Astralis. It's a 5-on-3, looking for a bit more, and Blame F is being gifted these 1v1s out. Connector, 2 left in for Ence. Very different positions in the map. But Valde does get 1 to return. He's a whole lot more than that, aware of the near and far players now. But not much more will get given up. Might have to rely on that backup to come in from Connector, because someone's got to go back for the bomb, and it won't be Dia here. Strikes against 1, not quite the second.
And now Valde just stuck out in the open, has to keep fighting towards A to even get back up to that top mid portion. Try and force his first player out in the open towards default, but the counter utility is just so strong. Glaive does drop.
Okay, that's a start. Any more? So evaded the player in from Connector. Zipex knows that he's here in sandwich and gets the kill for it. Positions held. Tees will start the rotations back, Snappy in particular, going back for that bomb as Blame F picks up another good kill onto Dia. Glaive holding it in. The blocks does get adjusted to by Martin, so that's 1 back.
They get a smoke down, try and lurk around it. Now, even his teammates are a little bit further behind. You do have some Pyre still working the mid-control with the AWP.
Very good name, meanwhile towards Tetris, tagging up Martin at 5 points of HP. Some Pius try and challenge the York battle in the mid-control, but they've left it completely alone here, Astralis.
40 seconds, they've got to start being able to find an idea on where they want to end up. Even Zip might be able to try and fight out towards this window control, try and catch the AWP in the open.
Oh, Zipex does get caught in the end, though. Some Pius brings it back to a 3-on-3. Very heavily tagged on the end side, though, so it doesn't make it easy for them. 20 seconds, especially Blame F completely whiffs the spray, though. Some Pius comes up good, and suddenly Mistar's flanked. Martin coming in from ramp. And Ence have broken the streak of Astralis to return the favor. Christo, a 1-on-3 clutch for him, and surely he does not win this. Very few of them have come today, and they won't come in this play.
It's a lack of nades, and it's a lack of kits too, Jay, around this weaponry situation. Ence take this, they could take Mirage. Dia to walk out of the gate to catch a timing.
And he gets that shot effectively against Glaive, wasting 0 time. Mistar still lands on the frag back. He's being surrounded by T-side players, though. Smoking to buy a bit of cover, needs that backup desperately. There is a player in the jungle, and he engages on the Snappy, so Astralis hold the advantage. Valde still hunting for Mistar, unscathed in this particular exchange. And the AWP of Christo playing into the smoke, caught off by Martin and Connector. Still a 3-on-3. Astralis are heavily tagged here.
Now, Mister's just got to hope for distraction, try and pull more away, get help from his teammates.
Martin's watching the sights, looking in towards jungle, but Zipex still lands the frag. Back to the favor of Astralis will go. Valde swinging out wide to get that kill in, tanking the damage, leaving it mostly on Sampais to the HP advantage. The 2-on-2 still sits in. He's going to read this so well, but will he catch the player off guard? Will they see each other in time? Valde unawares himself, but watching those stairs for the time being. Should start the run forward in a moment. Sampais is still challenging out towards the A site meanwhile, but Valde, he's going for that plant down. Flashes in against the man, and Zipex has picked up Valde. That's the round done.
Yeah, he's going to be set up for the late round. They've got to try and come through from Connector. They've got to get some assistance out from this Walker Palace. And Valde, he's hoping for an overextension towards Ram.
Smokes in, BlameF ahead of it, and AK gets caught off, but Valde still gets the kill alongside Dia, but BlameF and Glaive with a couple of trades of their own right. 3-on-3, and Glaive stands his ground only for a moment. Sampais with the AWP pick back to a 2-on-2. The bomb will go down.
Planted open for Connector. You've got an aggressive maneuver coming through with a teammate. Sampais repositioning, and the AWP comes through on a Christo.
And Zipex is left alone now, AK in hand, coming in from the stairs. Trying to hunt for that bomb position. Sampais is watching it still. The AWP posted, cracked up, and picked up by Zipex himself. Smoke goes back down to the bomb and all. Is he going to stick the Ninja? It looks like he will do. No kits in play. It's a full 10 seconds. Martin just needs to spray and he'll catch him for it. Ence keep control by the skin of their teeth.
And just knowing there's going to be a lack ahead Kevlar, this is actually a very smart call from Snappy. Work a B contact.
They're going in quick as well. Zipex smoked down, M4 on the site. Glaive trying to hold his own with the M4. He's flashed off blinded. Sees two players, focuses on the wrong man and can't get any kills for it. Zipex spraying through, desperate to get something, and eventually he does. Alongside Glaive striking on Dia, looks for his second, but runs out of ammo with Snappy and Martin. Chiming back to a 3-on-3. Bomb should get picked up, but will it get planted? The MAC-10 goes close, and Christo goes down. BlameF involved to the trades though, still trying to keep contention and holds onto the double in fact. Martin now alone against it, and backed up passive, watching out towards that short position. 60 seconds remaining. He's got time to play with. He's been spammed down and taken out by Mistar to close it with BlameF support.
Give themselves the workability with one player on double eco status to send it, to go in for the force buy.
Early utility set in for Astralis to stop the rush, but it's set piece time for Ence, it seems. Put those smokes out and go for the hit.
Now BlameF's going to have to reposition in quickly, get up towards the top of Connector into the stairs and just start fighting.
Get to jungle and stairs locked out. CT also coming in, a counter smoke in from Mistar. Should give him a little bit of room, but Dia blind behind that smoke, sprays him down regardless. Snappy looking for another gun here. AWP's going to fall back here. Astralis to form up for the retake. They have no options.
And no map control taken right now from Ence on the post plant. Instead, they're actually going to get aggressive behind the CT ticket.
Two players to watch out for. The AWP of Christo sees one, but doesn't land the shot. That's all important. Astralis a perfect chance to even up the man standing, and Martin gets a chance to swing back, get that AWP out of play. Zipex being tagged, the Molotov's burning and Flame can come up good. Snappy on the site, deals with Glaive in from short, and it's two left standing, both coming in from CT, and they make themselves known. Damaged up from Zipex, now dead. BlameF, all that remains, and it will be Ence taking map one. Astralis' own map pick and Mirage, their one strong suit in the series. And